Sales are low, revenue is down. Our cluster, our area manager, our head of the department, our CEO is asking, why? Sales volume that are trending down is a warning flag which says something isn't quite right. We must evaluate ourselves with all the visibility we have to know where we are costing ourselves with sales. See, we need to understand two things before doing any root cause analysis. First, things which are in our control, and second, things which are not in our control. Things which are not in our control like flood, unemployment, pandemic, earthquake, strikes, etc. are not in our control. How to talk with our customers, keeping our store visual merchandising intact, replenishment, faster checkouts, etc. are in our control, or we can say we can influence these things. We must define it before doing any root cause analysis. If we can't control, then why worry? If we can control, we can analyze, we can take actions, we can influence the results, then why worry? We need to diagnose problems and take actions immediately where we can control, so our teams doesn't fall short of goals in specific period. So here are 11 reasons of degrowth through which we can do root cause analysis and take actions. So let's begin. If store is degrowing, then first thing we must look at is, are we comparing with the correct period or not? Apple to apple comparison is important. For example, we are comparing festive period with non-festive. This year festive period is at the first week of the month. It doesn't mean next year the same festive comes in first week of the month. There are some festivals are according to the date. At that time comparison may go correct. Why I am saying may? There are some different things also to be considered, like is there any offer running last year? Is there any marketing activity done last year? What was the staff count? Any store renovation or mall renovation done last year or doing this year? Any big repair and maintenance done last year or doing this year? You may say, who remembers all these things for a year? No one, even I don't. However, we need to maintain daily sales report and start entering remarks day-wise. What went wrong and what went correct. Not necessarily to be in detail, but pointers will work. This will surely help us to analyze if our store or business is degrowing next year. If you ask me what are the most 100 important things in retail, I will say availability till 99. And from 100, I will start customer service, people, marketing, visual merchandising, etc. Yes, replenishment is most important part if you want to grow a sales. Replenishment I mean by supplier to warehouse, warehouse to store, store backend to floor. Managers' work is to create managers and leaders' work is to create leaders. We as a manager need to give a diamonds to the industry. But in the store, no one is talking about learning and development. No one knows their growth path. Employees are demotivated and lost passion. It's affecting employees' behavior. Store employees are not behaving well with their colleagues or customers also. This is affecting customer service badly. I know we can't control team, but we can influence our team to change this situation. Once Richard Branson said, you take care of your employees will take care of your customers. So true. We have to keep our employees engaged because your most engaged employee is your most productive employee. Engage them with fun games, trainings, quiz, and so on. This will help to develop trust, build bonding among them. Better team coordination can take our degrowing store to growing and profitable store. If you can't track it, you can't improve it. If you are not tracking every employee productivity, if you are not meeting your employee once in a month, one-to-one, if you are not taking any reviews, then you yourself as a manager is pushing your store towards the degrowth. If not now, in future it will. As a leader, we should know who is top performer, who is bottom performer with numbers. We can appreciate top performance in front of everyone. We can support low performers to perform better. Start using productivity measurement tools to push teams' productivity and improve sales. See, in organized retail, every domain has different teams like marketing, operations, HR, L&D, warehouse, logistics, etc. Everything should be in sync and expectations should be clear. Say for example, there is a TV ad on some specific products and that product's designs, styles are not available in the store. Or new brand launched and employees don't know about it. Say marketing done, store team trained, but logistic and warehouse team is not ready. Product delivery is delayed. In this, role of store team is, if there is any communication related to any domain, we need to be in touch with that domain concerns to be in sync with. This could be one of the reasons how our store looks, how much hygiene we have maintained. Is the store layout is convenient and easy to move for customers or not? If store visual and layout is same since years, customer may think that everything is same. There are customers who visit store twice a month, once a month and so on. If they are visiting store repeatedly and store VM is same, then it can affect on customers' perspective. So it is suggested that we can change window, facade, cluster displays, department mannequin, and if possible brand display color coordination combination to change weekly or at least twice in a month. Of course with the permission from concerns. So this may be one of the reason for degrowth of store which is in our hands. If you think that layout is also to be changed and you have genuine logic with you, contact concerns immediately and suggest changes. Take approvals and do it. Most of the time, managers tend to focus only on floor setup and less focus on backend. Backend is backbone of store. It should be set and maintained all the time. This will help us to replenishment and find product faster, and that ultimately help us to increase sales. In the store, there might be some categories which are degrowing and there might be some categories which are growing. So we must focus on degrowing categories and try to find out the reasons for it. Whenever we are comparing in that period, what was the stock situation? What was the designs available? What was the product range? Was there any marketing activity related to this product? We must look and give feedback to the product range and new designs. As we are at store directly communicating with customers, what customer is saying about the new designs. Though it is good feedback or bad, we should provide it to the concerns. It may happen that store is degrowing because in the comparing period we might have received a new stock, new designs, and this year we have not. So immediately get in touch with the concerns for new stocks, if any. If store received wrong assortments of products, designs, for example in small town we have received fast fashion or high fashion products. If it won't work, manager has to contact concerns immediately. Sometimes it happens, as a store team we are perfect at our end and competition starts some activity or some offer which is larger than life and we find a drop in footfall, drop in sales, degrowth. So we can think on activities we can do at store level like games for customers, chess competition, carrom competition for kids. We need to see can we arrange any cooking show on free of cost basis, discussing with nearby hotels, drawing competition for kids, etc. For offers we can get in touch with seniors and marketing team if we can do something for it. The effects of overlooking customers' feedback can be seen in long run and for long term. We must respect customers' feedback. We must try to talk with them and resolve the issue. There might be more number of reasons you might have faced in past, like brand or department is discontinued, any leadership changed, or champion or best performing employees are leaving the store, or stock issues, cut size issue in apparel. I would like to know how you have managed it. So we have landed to the end of this video. This is Basavaraj Patil signing off until we meet again.